it's Jordan, the Urban Outlander. So happy to have you here with me. We're on episode 404. What's the name of it again? Common Ground. This is like a quarter of the way through season 4. Episode 3, False Bride, was my favorite. My favorite so far. And this 4th episode, Common Ground, I'm into it too. But not as much as False Bride. False Bride for me has been like, to me, the best episode of season 4 thus far. I know we're still a little bit into the early stages, but wasn't quite feeling episode 1 and 2. I feel like there have been better Outlander premieres than the season 4 premiere. Anyway, I'm really more interested actually in sort of like feeling out what is going on for the rest of the season. If you saw the season, the trailer teaser for the next episode is a little bit tantalizing. For all you non-book readers out there, there's a little bit of a hint that Brianna is gonna be. What is she doing? She looks really close to those stones, guys. Like, what is she thinking? Full disclosure, I have read the 4th book, Drums of Autumn, on which season 4 is based, so I do know what's gonna be happening. But what's always kind of fun about Outlander is if you have read the books, it's always a little bit like the show kind of massages and does things a little bit differently than how they are in the books, which is kind of fun. Personally, I kind of am digging the whole Brianna-Roger relationship dynamic. I find that really fun. Whatever your opinions are of their fight in the 3rd episode, they're both, you know, passionate people. And we know where Brianna comes from and like who her parents are. Brianna and Roger have so many sparks, and it's fun to kind of see it kind of be the more modern relationship compared to the sort of idyllic Jamie and Claire relationship where, like, even though they always have obstacles in their way, they're always together. And Roger and Brianna are a little bit like crazy and more modern, even if it is the 20th century. But I kind of liked their fight in the episode. I thought it was really great. And I'm kind of a little bit on both their sides. I see both their points, but I like seeing those sparks fly. So let's see what happens in the rest of the season, because something tells me these sparks are still gonna be flying. What I really liked in this 4th episode, one of my favorite moments, Auntie Claire, where did you get your socks in Boston? After they've had this whole discussion about knitting and how Claire doesn't knit, and she's like, I bought them. Like, hello. I'm like, where else do you think I get my socks from? I, for one, would not be able to survive in the 18th century at all. Here are some of my list of what I would miss the most if I had to time travel to the 18th century. 1, hot water. Like, I need hot water. I'm not like really up for this like pioneering in the forest thing. Madonna. I need music. I need like some voguing. I need some like fun dance stuff. Cause think about it. You go back in time, you don't have your iPod, you don't have the radio, you gotta like remember everything from memory. And then what if one day, 20 years into your time traveling adventure, you're like, how did that song go? How did Like a Virgin go? I can't remember. I haven't heard that song in 20 years. I mean, that's criminal. I don't want to think about that. I don't want to ever think about like songs that I couldn't remember anymore because I haven't heard them in 20 years because I've time traveled. I don't know if Jamie Fraser is enough for me to give up Vogue. You know what I mean? 3, pants. I miss pants. I don't want to be walking, running around, chopping wood in a dress. And we did get a little bit of Claire's pants in the 4th episode, but I need pants. If you're in the 18th century and you're a woman, you're really not supposed to be wearing pants. But here Claire is, she's out in the woods, and she's like, I'm doing pants. Wow! Oh, my jeans are really tight. 4th, most important thing that I would miss, maybe this should be number 1, advanced medicine. If my tooth hurts, like I want somebody just pulling it out without any sort of anesthesia, and alcohol is just not gonna do it. Maybe I should be unconscious, but when you think about it, it's like you sneeze and you're dead in the 18th century. Any over-the-counter prescription drugs, like nothing, that's a little rough. Hopefully we'll never have to make a choice on whether or not to go back in time for a Jamie Fraser, because right now I'm pretty good in the 21st century, you know? My last thing that episode 4 has sort of brought up for me, a question that I just will continue to ponder until I see it for myself, is the ghost of Frank Randall. There in season 4 teaser trailer, at the very end, at the very, very, very end, there was a little bit of a, who is that? Whose voice is that? Some people thought it was Blackjack. It is not Blackjack. It is so clearly Frank. Granted, not that Tobias Menzies changed his voice very much for either role, but regardless, that is Frank. Might have something to do with when Brianna goes back in time. Just a guess. I don't know. Will that be in the next episode? I'm not sure, but I am so looking forward to it because if anybody doesn't know, I'm a little bit of a big Tobias Menzies fan. Just a little bit of a big one. And I so desperately need a Frank Randall ghost conjure. I need something. Maybe it's a memory she'll have of him. Whatever it is, I am ready. I am ready to see it. Do not let all of this Sam Heughan, Jamie Fraser confuse you. My heart is big enough for the both of them. The Crown, season 3 and 4. Woo, woo. I was into this episode. I liked it overall. It's a slower pace, which I think is fine. You know, in the next episode, we're definitely gonna have more Brianna and Roger, and oh my god, I don't know what's gonna happen. For all you book readers, I think you know what's going on. I got some questions about how they're gonna do some stuff. I'm not gonna spoil it here, but go to my blog. It's www.theurbanoutlander.com. I sort of do a little bit of a write-up of like, what are we gonna see in the future? There's a bit of a spoiler, but I kind of put it in asterisks all the way in the bottom. So if you haven't read the book and you don't want to be spoiled, I give you fair warning. Check me out on Instagram, The Urban Outlander, or tweet me. You can check me out on Facebook too. Sign up and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Why not? As you may know already, some of these fun little decorations that I have are from, just a wee little appearance on Good Morning America Day a few weeks ago, where I went toe-to-toe, or you might say finger-to-finger, with Sam Heughan at a fun trivia game thing on national television. Big deal. Not really. It was. Okay, let's keep the conversation going. You know how much I love Outlander. I love watching it with all you guys and sort of like talking about it, tweeting about it, posting about it, whatever about it. I don't care. Let's keep the conversation going. Mwah. Thanks so much.